Big Warhammer reveals, big Pokémon drama, and the latest Critical Role episode.
Game on.
Welcome to 5 for Friday, our weekend news rundown. Today we're talking spoilers about the latest Critical Role episode, some Warhammer reveals, and some other tabletop news. Now remember, if you like these kinds of videos, be sure to like and subscribe so we can keep making them. Now, on to the news.
We're all tickled to hear you say that.
Highlights of the latest Critical Role episode included Bryus revealing that he stole the mask of the Matron of Ravens from Laudna and replaced it with a fake he created before they went after Ludinus. This was revealed when Laudna put the fake on and nothing happened.
It's just business, guys.
Bryus is still working for Asmodeus apparently, and now the entire party knows it. Although he still seems to be working with the party, or at least pretending to, once Matt Mercer allowed Laudna a ludicrous way to get the mask back. Fans were getting a little bit annoyed at the amount of obvious railroading from Matt, like the mask incident or the way that they met with the matron, but he sort of forced their hand by revealing through her that the forces of the gods were going to seal Predathos, Imogen, and the rest of the team back in Predathos' cage if possible. And then he made a fight against Predathos even easier by giving the entire party a temporary 2-level increase. Now these level 15 characters kicked the crap out of this form of Predathos, which fans were even more shocked by. But while this was revealed to just be one of Predathos' forms and not the final form, I guess, it kind of highlighted the weirdness of placing the fate of Exandria and the conflict with the God Eater in the hand of Bell's Hells versus Vox Machina or the Mighty Nine. Now, as a side note, the 2014 versus 2024 rules debate in D&D Beyond kind of derailed the game at the end when Ashley found out that she had been using a mix of spells from both rule sets, and they had to figure out which version of a spell she actually had access to. It kind of highlighted just how awkward and silly this 2014 versus 2024 compatibility nonsense was in D&D Beyond.
That don't make no sense!
Games Workshop gave fans a full look at the new Emperor's Children army for Warhammer 40k at the Las Vegas Open, along with a new Death Rattle army for the Soul Blight Gravelords. The Emperor's Children, which are Chaos Space Marines, are getting several new or refreshed units, including Noise Marines, some of our favorite, Lord's Cacophonist, yeah, I'm not going to be able to say that correctly, Flawless Blades, Tormentors, and normal Space Marines that are, Chaos Space Marines. Also, Lucius, one of the champions of the Emperor's Children, is getting a new model, complete with a fantastic new tongue. Now, as always, Age of Sigmar got the really awesome stuff, with new reveals for the Soul Blight Gravelords. The various skeletons from that army got a large refresh with a new White Lord. White, as in, skeleton, not white as in the color. That would just be, ugh. Plus some Barrow Knights and Barrow Guards, and that was all coming in a new Death Rattle army box later this year. Also coming out is Prince Vordrai, a new vampire riding on a Drachnith. To be blunt, this is one of the most awesome models that we've ever seen in Age of Sigmar, which is a game that is frankly built on having a bunch of awesome miniatures. The new Prismatic Evolutions expansion is here, and people are already losing their mind. Today, the Pokémon trading card game released their new Eevee-themed special set Prismatic Evolutions, which includes a ton of new alt cards and reprints. The set is a special set because you can't buy regular booster packs for it. You can only buy the cards in special box products. Now, some of these are normal box products like Elite Trainer boxes, others are special poster collections or surprise collections and things like that. Now, demand for this set is exceptionally high, to the point that GameStop actually put out a statement that they were limiting sales to 2 per customer. Now, the Pokemon Company made the rare statement announcing that they'd be printing more Prismatic Evolution products soon. So, fans shouldn't need to kowtow to scalpers and pay a premium for product. That didn't stop scalpers from raiding the shelves everywhere today. It's a barren wasteland out there, people. As for us, well, we got a Leafeon EX special illustration rare from our review copies, so now all 3 of my kids are set for college. That thing is selling for a ton of money. WizKids is getting into the glow-in-the-dark minis business. This week, WizKids announced that their next D&D line would feature Dungeon Glow miniatures, which have a glow-in-the-dark effect. Not all of the minis will glow in the dark, and this seems more like a goofy gimmick than something practical, but still, glow-in-the-dark minis for an Underdark adventure? That sounds kind of cool, actually. The new set comes out in May, and you'll be able to see it even when the lights are off. And finally, Diamond Comics Distributors has declared bankruptcy. The once sole distributor of comics in the United States, although that time has thankfully passed, has announced that it has filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy, which will allow it to address its debt to various creditors in the hopes of staying in business. What this basically means for the game industry is that Alliance Game Distributors, which is one of the largest tabletop game distributors in the United States, will be sold to Universal Distributors as part of this reorganization. Now, several major game companies like Wizards of the Coast, WizKids, and Catalyst Game Labs are among the biggest unsecured creditors of Diamond, which means new payment plans will need to be worked out, or those companies could be screwed out of a lot of money. Now, we're looking to see how the Alliance sale will affect those debts, so it might not all be bad. It could just be that those accounts are switching over to Universal instead, and Universal will just have to pay the bills. Anyways, that's all the news that we have for you this week. Let us know what your favorite story was in the comment section, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.